Is guacamole a fruit salad?
What is the best milkshake for bringing boys to the yard?
Ostriches are dinosaurs.
Don't piss off old people. New game.
What do you mean it gives you Arby's mouth?
Artisanal muck duck balls.
I think they call that autofellatio.
I want to high five a shark.
Welcome to Bar Banter. Relax, have a drink with us as we debate the most controversial topics in the world today.
On today's podcast, we continue the previous episode with our guest, Geoff Jones, and we're going to kick it off with our Sesame Street / Muppet Bar Brawl.
Gentlemen, we have an 8 Muppet / Sesame Street Bar Brawl. We are 8. They're bracket style. This is a terrible way to introduce this topic. I'm probably a little drunk off of Jello shots.
Keep going.
It's fine.
How many you got left?
I'm on 3.
If there's like a third of a shot in each one, you're fine.
Yeah, but I'm a weak. Yeah. Anyway, they're paired off. And they're gonna fight each other in each round until we come up with an overall winner. And in our first fight, coming in at what I can only assume is about 3'4" and 60 pounds, we've got Grover versus the adorable 2'6", 20-pound Elmo. Who's winning this fight?
Grover is taking Elmo to the woodshed.
Why do you think that?
Grover is.
Dude, that's Gonzo. That is Gonzo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It is. It is Gonzo.
You're right.
But
I was like, what the?
I didn't feel the need to call Travis out like that. But now that
we're
we're
gonna
done,
fix it right now.
Gonzo is 100% going to town on Elmo.
Oh, is it supposed to be Grover?
Yeah.
No. Oh, if it's supposed to be Grover, I changed my answer.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Grover, not Gonzo.
Whole bracket. God damn it! I had Gonzo going to the fucking finals.
Well, you were wrong. Finals. Well, no, you were wrong there. So I take it back. Elmo is taking Grover to the woodshed.
Okay, I don't want to know why you think Grover's taking Elmo. I want you to know why Grover would, Gonzo wouldn't. So you're picking Elmo over Grover.
Yep.
But you were picking Gonzo over Elmo.
100%, but that's a different episode, Jeff. You need
to
need to come back for the sequel for that one.
I need to know the reason.
Gonzo's not on the board anymore, so
Gonzo was OP.
You changed so quick.
Yeah,
you're like, no. Elmo's
that's 100% a game changer. Those two characters.
You're like Gonzo would take him out, take him to the woodshed. I think you said, but you're like, no. Elmo is going to straight up fuck Gonzo up. That's
just curb stomp him. But now Elmo is going to bitch slap Gonzo.
But do you know
not Gonzo, Grover?
Do we know that Grover is also a superhero and can fly?
I don't care.
Truth.
And that has no bearing.
No bearing because Elmo is going to
powers.
Elmo is going to horse Carlo Grover to the ground and just destroy Grover.
Grover's one of the few monster or Muppets on here that actually has feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And can fly.
And can move. Like,
that's I don't care. Whoever wins this one's not winning the next round. So let's just.
Ben, what do you think?
I feel like Elmo's too innocent.
That's fine.
He doesn't have the killer instinct.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Grover is
Elmo's so fucked up. He has it.
All right. So to Rick's point, there is the argument that Elmo is so overly friendly that he's fucked up and he's going to eventually just stab somebody because he's kind of hiding it. But at the end of the day, if he's not, Grover's got the enthusiasm, he's got the moves, he's got the potential superhero vibe. Elmo's just a fucking guy that likes to wave and shake hands and say, hi, I'm Elmo. So I go with Grover on this one.
I mean, look, I don't care about this one.
Tickle me one more time and I'll shank you and your whole family.
But Rick, sidebar, I think you're right. Neither one of them is going to be in the next round. So
yeah, this is like...
Hang on. Travis, are there any parameters on this?
Not really.
Not really, okay. Which is going to make this so much harder.
Right. Who is probably the cutest and thus must love?
Grover.
No, it's Elmo.
It's fucking
right.
Elmo.
Kids love Elmo. People love
Disclaimer:
Elmo.
please don't
Adults.
fuck Elmo.
Wait, I need to.
People, no.
I
Hang
need
on,
to
let me
weigh
finish.
in before you go.
No, Rick, you don't. No, you're not. I disallow the
fair.
weigh-in.
That's fair.
The fan base, the people love Elmo. He is a toy. I will guarantee, he is probably the most popular toy
I'd agree with that.
that people love. So if Elmo goes to war, who is this Grover or Gonzo?
Grover.
Rover.
Right. If Elmo goes to war with Grover, he's not just going as Elmo. He's got backup.
He's the people's champion. Yes.
He's the people's champion, and Grover's getting messed up. Maybe not by Elmo. Elmo's going to be stood up there going, "This is war, boys!" And this is war, boys! And then everyone else is just going to stampede over Grover. It's a no contest. Like they literally, he's dead. Like who even? I cannot eat. You've told me 3 times if this is Gonzo or Grover, and I still couldn't tell you. So Elmo wins easily.
The people's champion loses all the time.
Not round 1, Ben. They win round 1. They get the sequel, and then they're not winning the tournament.
That's a good tie-in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like Grover's
This
got
bout, Elmo
the
wins.
superpower, but Elmo has the what's it called? The plot armor.
Backup.
He's got the plot. He's got
ready
the plot
to bitch
armor.
slap.
He's
got to
the
make
serial.
it. He has to make it through round 1. Like
Agreed.
We're wasting too
And
much
that's
money.
why he's fighting Grover, the easiest
Okay.
matchup.
I think we're going.
That's why Travis changed Gonzo, because he knew it would be a different
Gonzo would be Elmo. Yeah.
Gonzo.
Yes.
Gonzo would make Elmo Gonzo.
Elmo's the serial killer.
Well done. Well done.
Our next matchup coming in at about 3'10", maybe 100 pounds or so. I don't know. We've got Animal, and at slightly taller, 4 feet at 135 pounds, we have Fozzie Bear.
Gee, I wonder what Travis is going to pick.
This is easy.
I have a strong opinion on this one.
It's the guy with literal weapons, right?
His drumsticks versus a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who has tomatoes thrown at him?
Yeah,
Still a bear.
I'm going with the bear, and Travis, I think you're going to agree with this too, but it's going to be Fozzie Bear. I'm sorry. I appreciate that Animal's got energy. I appreciate that he may have weapons, but Fozzie Bear is still a fucking bear. And he takes negative energy and turns it back around at you. It's going to be Fozzie Bear.
Again, I'm putting this at Fozzie's too nice. Animal is a literal maniac.
No,
but literally, we just let Elmo move forward because he's nice.
I'm gonna hop in. I was gonna wait till the end, but let me hop in on Ben there when he talks about the negative energy. Fonzie, is that what he says his name?
Fozzie.
I'm good with Fozzie.
Fozzie is the dad, is the husband that comes home every night. He can't beat his wife. He can't beat his kids.
Wow,
he's so annoyed about his existence.
Good thing,
Animal is essentially his kid that he can beat up, and he's taking all of his pin-up dad energy, and he's gonna fuck
so much
Animal up. So Animal can bring his drumsticks. He can bring all of his energy. But he has that stored up, pissed off dad energy, and he's taking him out.
The door-to-door salesman of the Muppets
that just gets shit on at work all the time.
All the time. And he's fed up.
In every movie I've ever seen, every TV show, he is so even-keeled, so happy-go-lucky.
Because he has to.
I don't,
because the director,
which would make him a great serial killer.
Yes,
we're not talking about serial killer. We're talking about fucking Brawl.
You got
Rizzo
the Rat last time, Rick.
No,
you're talking mess Animal.
You're talking Fozzie Bear, serial killer, hiding in his emotions versus Monster, who's already on crack. Monster's already on crack. He's gonna fan out. He's gonna die out.
Barely tolerates
all that meth is gonna run out quick.
Exactly.
Yeah. As soon as he kills somebody.
No.
There's 2 amazing points for this. The first one, which is a slight aside, is that Fozzie Bear is essentially Michael Doug. In your points, Rick, is Michael Douglas in Falling Down, where he's stuck in traffic and
I was
just
gonna go
thinks,
Dexter. Yeah.
Yes.
"Fuck this! I've had enough." And he takes a baseball bat over him. I will say, I mean, it's got to be what's his name, the drum playing one, because you're if you're standing there going waka waka, and an absolute animal is coming at you, I I feel like you're not going to instantly turn psycho because you're like, wow, it's just a joke, waka waka. You call my wife what? Smash! Like is out. Like Fuzzy hasn't got a bad bone in his body. He may be close to the edge, but it would be something like being on the phone to the bank, which would send him over the edge, not a bar fight.
And I think that brings up a really good point because I think Fozzie wouldn't come in to the fight with the rage. I think Animal would have to somehow trigger said rage. So I think what it boils down to, Rick, is if Animal can take Fozzie out before the rage kicks in, Animal wins. If Fozzie, for whatever, takes the beating and takes it on the chin, like he does with his comedy, and then turns into the bear, he could rip Animal's head off. So it's like, do I think Animal can come in and take Fozzie out before the rage kicks in? I don't know. Maybe.
If I had seen
happen.
an iteration of the Muppets where he once loses his cool,
they won't ever
in the same way that Animal. So it doesn't exist, Travis. Animal takes it, even if we're talking 51 versus 49.
No, this is not the Little Giants.
Animal
Don't bring that in.
takes it.
No,
he
Animal...
takes it. I think it's more like an 80-20.
Fozzie has
Animal takes
old
it
man
every
strength
time.
that Animal doesn't
No,
understand.
get the fuck out of here.
Strength.
Yeah,
Animal has coked up
What's
meth
this
head
Gran
strength.
Torino?
Yeah.
What?
Which is a lot. That's really strong.
People kill on all the time.
Right.
No, Animal's the guy that goes running in, guns blazing, and then trips over a landmine and dies in the first 5 seconds.
That's not true.
No.
But mine's the landmine.
100%.
He's
Animal.
a drummer. He
No.
has to be coordinated. He can't.
And also, Fozzie is
He's a
stupid.
terrible drummer.
He's a
Terrible
great drummer.
Yeah,
First of
wait,
all.
right.
He's the only drummer
we're
in Sesame
bringing in-
Street, so he must be the best.
Yeah.
If we're talking
bringing in
musicianship
drumming
here.
abilities, like
I'm just. He's not the guy that trips over whatever. He
No, I
has
agree with that.
coordination. Yeah.
I
I'm not
agree
saying
with
he's the best drummer of all time. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he has to have some level of coordination.
But time, it's Animal.
no, he comes
Yeah.
in too hot. Like we're saying that
This is a fucking fight. This
we're
is not
I know,
a.
but we're saying
We're not
Fozzie is not gonna.
fisticuffing this.
We're 3 versus 2.
Remove the drumsticks and put
I
samurai
haven't
swords
voted.
in it.
I don't know about that.
Also,
wait, Jeff, who are you currently voting for?
So, well, first of all, I really want to say that I need a Muppets remake of Cocaine Bear with Fozzie
Yes! Oh my god, yes.
Absolutely.
There's the
that
title
needs to
of the
happen.
episode.
Yes.
Bear. That needs to
I'd
happen.
watch that.
Cocaine
It's got,
Fozzie Bear.
it's got to be Animal because you
Yes.
give him any weapon and he's taking Fozzie out. You know, unless Fozzie's got tomatoes filled with, I don't know, anthrax or
Which is
Hitler.
funny, real quick as an
Sound.
aside, we actually just did that topic of which movie would be best to have redone with Muppets. And we said Ocean's 11. I like Cocaine Bear better.
Cocaine-
Yes.
So good on you, mate.
I'd fund it.
So who are you voting for right now?
Oh, Animal.
Animal.
easy.
Okay, so 2 for Animal.
I think we're
2 for
taking
Fozzie.
we're taking one key thing out about Fozzie. We haven't mentioned it yet. While we're back and forth between who's going to be able to be more physical against the other, one of these guys is intelligently equipped with being able to deliver jokes, being able to deliver.
He's not a good comedian, Ben.
but he's
He is
still a comedian.
famously bad at it.
Animal can't talk to anybody.
You've got a bad drummer against a bad comedian. Who would you have?
You've got a wild animal against a failed door-to-day salesman who does comedy on
So
the
you've
side.
got the bad guy in the guy in the background that sucks versus the guy in the audience that sucks. Who's
pent up
who's
rage.
got more pent up rage?
That's
It's
right.
the guy
That's
that's
right.
dealing
Still
with the
debating
audience.
this.
You've got the guy destined the guy destined to play drums for jazz
Dude,
against someone who gets booed every night.
Fozzie's just gonna sit on him. Fozzie is just gonna sit on him. It's
Yeah,
Fozzie.
they're about the same height weight.
He's too nice.
There's no way
He's
the same height
gonna
weight.
get drums.
No.
He's gonna
They're
get
about the
drumstick up his ass if he does.
His literal
So
name
what's
is
the votes?
Animal.
So it's 2-2. I'm undecided.
Okay.
I really like the pent up Fozzie Bear
Fucking
angle, but I do like my first gut reaction was Animal, right? That was my first. He's gonna come out there. He's got to have the endurance. He's got to have coordination. But is Fozzie going to pull a
But he
Rocky?
doesn't have endurance.
He does. He's a drummer. He has to play for long periods of time. He has a little endurance.
Which Muppet movie have you seen him play the drums in for long periods of time?
Have you seen comedians on stage? They have to have endurance too.
Well,
I've
no,
seen
they
Christmas
have to
Carol.
have a lot of patience.
No, he has the
And-
pent up dad energy. That's the angle, Ben, not comedian.
That's the
That's
one.
good, but look at the fedora on his head, man.
That's right. And the tie.
You don't know what's under that fedora.
He's had it.
Probably a gun.
Like my gut, I want to go Animal, but like I'm looking at Fozzie and I'm like, he might, like, I don't know if he'll be able to get past Elmo. I think Animal could get past Elmo at this point. I don't know if Fozzie could get past Elmo.
I think both of them would get past Elmo, to be perfectly honest.
But will he use all of his rage against Animal and then have
Elmo's
nothing
a-
left in the tank for round 2?
Well, we didn't say these were happening on the same day.
You don't know how many wives Fonzie has had. You don't know how much bullshit he's had to put up with. You don't.
He's
know,
got He's a bear. He's got 19 kids.
You don't know what level. of
Animal's been on
rage.
drugs his whole life. He has no kids.
How are we still talking about this?
Because I don't know.
Travis
doesn't know.
I won't make
I-
a decision.
Let's take-
I
Let it
normally
go.
make fun of Ben for this.
Seriously,
but Travis
fucking
won't
end
pick
it.
a
I
camp.
don't care who it is.
It's
It's
Animal.
gotta
That's
be
fine,
Animal.
Rick.
Oh
I
my
get it.
God, fuck.
Rick, I get it.
Rage
Fine,
all
fine,
day
go
long.
with
I'm going the drummer.
Get
I'm
outta
going
here.
the drummer. I'm sorry. It's just
Well,
my
now I know who's winning this whole thing. So
51 out
No.
of 49.
I was gonna say Fonzie was gonna win this whole thing, but now it's
No,
gonna be
no. The right
Russo.
side of the bracket is so much stronger. Fuck all
Yeah.
that.
Fun-
Next,
Well, now it is.
Fonzie's a different
next
show.
matchup, we've got coming in about 2'8", maybe 15 pounds. I don't know. Kermit the Frog versus a pretty big giant behemoth with Cookie Monster coming in about 4 feet, 120, give or take, depending on how many cookies he's eaten. I don't. Who's winning, Kermit or Cookie Monster?
Cookie Monster.
It's fucking Cookie Monster.
Kermit's a lover, not a fighter. He gets slapped around by Miss Piggy. Cookie Monster uses the cookies as in ninja stars, and probably eats Kermit.
Brawl.
But could you
It's
apply
easy.
the same logic to Kermit as you did Fozzie with the pent up aggression from Miss Piggy?
We
I
could,
didn't
but
support
that
that.
ended up losing. So if you
No,
want
he
to,
loves Miss Piggy.
That's
He
fair.
does.
that's true.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of logic. That's fair.
So Cookie
Yeah.
Monster.
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody?
I mean, look, everyone loves Kermit, but he's the ring caller.
He
Right.
doesn't.
He's
He's
got an
not a
ass.
fighter.
He wears an
I-
ascot for gosh sakes.
I
mean,
think push comes to shove. Again, if we're talking about like serial killer vibes, Kermit's got it a little bit
Yeah,
more.
a little bit, yeah.
But we're talking about a brawl here. We're talking about in a ring, two opponents going at it. Cookie Monster has to take.
I mean, if
I
it's
agree.
Miss Piggy and not Kermit, Miss Piggy just wipes.
Miss
the
Piggy
floor.
would have fucking cleared this board
That's
out.
why she wasn't in there.
Yeah, super powered, like Oscar the Grouch. Just too overpowered behemoths. I mean, also, Miss Piggy. I don't know, kind of attractive, right? Am I the only one on that?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, really.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not
She's a
attracted.
little too thick for my taste.
I'm not
Just
attracted
funny.
to animals, so I don't know.
but are you attracted to puppets?
You clearly
No.
are. You let Animal beat Fonzie.
That doesn't mean I have an
Boom.
attraction
Fozzie.
to them.
If you cannot say the actual name of the puppet,
That's actually one of the reasons that I went.
He's just saying it
was he
because
kept
he's
saying
cool.
Fonzie.
I
Anyway,
don't know his name.
our next matchup coming in about 3'6", maybe 75 pounds. We've got Bert, and I think he's about 6 feet tall, probably over 200 pounds. We've got Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus.
I'm using the
this
same
is-
logic here.
this is
Bert
easy.
is so fed up with Ernie. He is coming in swinging and
Yeah,
taking
honestly-
It's Ernie. It's
Rick,
Ernie.
I will
This is Bert.
I will be with you on this.
That's Ernie. Why are you saying Bert? That's
because he's annoyed with Bert. Ernie wants to fuck Bert up.
Brawl.
So he's taking it out on Snuffleupagus.
I'm fucking with you, Travis.
Okay, I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm like, no, that's Bert. Yeah, Bert's giving
it has to be Bert.
Yeah.
Angry dad vibes. Snuffleupagus is the most shy, sensitive Muppet out of all of them. Like, I get that he's giant, but he's like a pillow.
Have you seen the eyelashes?
They're all kind of pillows, to be fair.
Yeah, well, fair, but still, Snuffleupagus is like that's his whole thing, is that he's this tiny little thing, even though he's the biggest Muppet out of all of them, except maybe Big Bird. I don't know, 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
But he's the shy, sensitive Muppet, and Bert is pissed.
But backed into a corner, does a wild animal not, fight or flight and try to rip off the face?
No,
of its
see, Travis.
attacker?
See, the most obvious answer, and actually, I respect your peers for going for Bert, because the Snuffleupagus was actually a imaginary friend, so technically he doesn't exist at all.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
Also,
Good argument.
Bert is, he would find, he's essentially the Karen, inverted commas, like he would find a way just for Snuffleupagus not to make his way to the arena anyway. Like it would, I don't know what it would be. He'd kind of say, hey, this elephant or mammoth is not allowed in this area. It's restricted for height reasons, and would stop that anyway. So I don't think the fight would actually happen, and Bert would go through based on Snuffleupagus just not arriving.
Yeah, and Bert's obviously got some mental issues. I mean, he's always been second to Ernie. I mean, everybody knows that, and I think that he's going.
First.
It comes first, but I mean,
not-
you watch Muppets across the board.
It always
Ernie
comes
always
first.
gets more screen time. It's always Ernie first. So I think that's that develops a complex, and yeah, I would say Bert carries around a hefty amount of rage.
Bert gives
Also,
me Ted Bundy
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Hell yeah.
going not serial killer Bundy, rage killing at Florida State Bundy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Bert,
a bunch of sorority
I'm
people
looking
in a row.
Bert carries a gun,
Ted,
for
Ted,
sure.
Ted Kaczynski,
Ted Kaczynski vibes too. Yeah, he's at that level of rage spree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just on the cusp of it, mostly because of Ernie.
As a parent, I mean, Ernie's a fucking prick anyway, because he teaches children how to be annoying. Because let's face it, Bert is the parental figure. He's serious. He's got shit to do, and Ernie's just he's just the constant thing, and teaching children that that's okay, and that Bert should be ridiculed for it, and it's not okay, because I will go, pure Fonzie on him. Otherwise,
Yes.
But yeah.
Fonzie or Fozzie? All
I
right.
don't know his name.
Second round matchup. Second round
Happy
matchup.
Day. Happy Days is the next one.
Next matchup, we've got Elmo versus Animal. Does Elmo have enough plot armor? Have enough crowd monetary backing?
Look at that hand raised.
How can Elmo win?
I'm
how
gonna
can Elmo
slap you?
How
That's
did Elmo
right.
come across this far? This is ridiculous.
Elmo, if Animal used all of his crack, Animal used all of his crack.
Brawl.
Elmo's just gonna come in and just slap the shit out of him. Just slap.
Tickle this bitch.
That's right.
This is so dumb. Why Elmo even made it this far?
I agree.
Elmo should have been ninth on this, and there's only 8 people. I don't get it. So
That's why Gonzo got removed, because we knew Elmo was going to be out.
I do think Elmo has a bit of a possessed by evil monster in him for whatever reason. I've just seen too many memes of it to just believe it's true. So I do think
don't worry, the right side of the bracket is winning. We all know this.
We all know this.
So let's just skip this one.
But we have to pick one.
I know. Let's
Animal.
Elmo it up or animal. I
Animal.
don't
Go
care.
animal because
No
we
one
know.
from the left side is winning.
Animal.
The last good thing Elmo did was tickle me Elmo, and that's not going to win a fight.
Are you gonna
No.
say that
Well,
Elmo tickles you?
It
Have
might
you-
win you might win a special night. That's about it.
Have you ever been tickled and left completely unable to fight back?
No.
Oh,
I'm
just
not
me
gonna.
then.
I
not
mean,
gonna answer
usually
that
if I
question.
get
I
if
mean,
I
you
get
have.
tickled,
Yeah.
like I have literally unintentionally kicked or punched my wife because
I'll
she's tried
throw
to tickle me.
bows.
Or intentionally.
No, unintentionally.
Yeah, I get it.
We're
You
putting
have to
that
say
out there
that.
in the
Or
universe.
intentionally.
You have to say that.
Cookie
Fair
Monster versus Bert.
It's Bert.
Bird.
I think Bert would poison the cookies.
Bert is
I-
uppercutting.
Bert's too smart. I think he distracts
Yeah.
the Cookie Monster with cookies and then just shank.
Well,
The
I mean,
Bert until he falls.
Travis, you've moved Bert real fucking
They
quick.
all
Ra-
said Bert.
Bert
There's
is
razor
Bert.
blades. Razor
as
blades
the
and the
guest,
cookies.
I get two
No,
voices.
that's
I get
Bert
two
is
votes.
Bert.
as
I
the
mean,
guest.
two's
Bert
not
is
gonna win.
Dexter. Bert
Right,
is Dexter to me.
No, you guys are assuming that
He's
Bert
not
is
Dexter.
Dexter. No,
he's
no,
not. He does have a knife, but he's not Dexter. He's
Yeah,
doing
you're
it out in the
thinking-
open. He's not secretive about it.
American Psycho. That
No,
kind
he's
of
a
character, but
rage
actually,
killer.
No, I think he's had enough of. We know he's just had enough of the world. Is he actually going to be bothered to get angry and go after people?
Yes.
Right? He's just going to be like, he's going to be stewing there online, angry. Probably like just troll him. He's going to have
Look
a
at
fake
the
account
picture.
online, right?
Bert is the
Cookie-
Fight Club of the
Yes.
like he needs an outlet.
Okay,
You get like
I'm-
he's the one
I'm
who
saying-
you give him a chance to beat the shit out of somebody
Yes.
on
He is.
screen for money.
He's
Yeah.
Tyler
gonna
Durden.
Go
Cookie-
for it.
Cookie Monster has the energy, the frenzy. He's kind of some kind of, I don't know, kind of anime warrior. He's got his throwing stars. I think he could frenzy. It just seems like you guys are.
I think he
discounting the
could come
fact that-
cause. I
But
think he
he's
could hurt him.
too
Like
he's
if
too
it's a
easily
straight fight-
distractible.
No, if
Yeah,
it's a
he
straight,
just
a
throws a
straight
cookie
fight,
and he's done.
Yeah.
if you're talking about someone sneaking someone's house and killing them, yeah, of course it's bad. But if you're talking a straight up one-on-one fight and you want energy and you want passion and you want the will to survive, you don't choose Bert. You don't
Jeff, this is where I'm at. I think
would.
Bert likes
care if he
to
does or
get
dies. He's
his
been
ass-
downtrodden by Andy the whole time.
Bert likes to get his ass kicked. He gets off on it,
Bert is the I didn't
takes
hear
him-
no bell.
right? Let's fucking
South
go.
Park. Yeah. Randy
And-
Marsh.
I'm
vibe.
outvoted. It's fine. I think you're right. And you're also going to choose a Bert over Animal, and I would give you the same argument for Animal because he's a frenzy.
It is
You're talking
essentially the same fight.
You're talking
I have a
Viking,
toss
hang
up
on.
though.
You're having you're talking a Viking berserker or a Celtic berserker against Dexter.
It's not Dexter.
Yes.
No, but that's the equivalent, right?
No,
Who are you gonna
My
choose?
equivalent, yes.
You're going to choose a sociopath, a psychopath, or you're going to choose
It's not out
a
there.
crazed frenzy.
I would give Animal a
Animalistic.
leg up because I
Hell.
think he's smarter than Cookie Monster.
Yeah, that's true. Then Cookie Monster. That's fair.
And so I think he has a little bit of an advantage. So for me, it's almost 50-50 in this fight.
Well, and Animal's definitely more coordinated, more thought process.
Then
I'll
Cookie
give you
Monster.
that.
Yeah.
I'll give you Animal's better than Cookie Monster.
I still put, if you've
Okay.
got Animal, put anything other than drumsticks in his hands.
Why are we talking about Elmo over the third place?
We're talking about Animal.
No, Animal.
I'm sorry, Animal. That's what I meant to say. But Animal and Cookie Monster is not a conversation we're having.
No, we're
Because-
saying
Just
that's
making comparison.
It's
we're
similar.
saying Animal versus Bert is a better matchup than Bert versus Cookie Monster.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
That's
still,
all we're saying.
So we're saying
Bert
it's
is gonna throw Animal around like a rag doll because he
I
doesn't
don't
have
think
time
so.
for this.
I think
Animal is not winning this. I am saying
I don't
that
think Animal
right
wins it.
now.
I don't think Animal wins it, but I think
Fix.
that fight I would pay to see.
Well, yeah,
I think Animal is wily and fast and has tools at his disposal that Cookie Monster just is not intelligent enough to use. I think it's a
agreed. But
fight.
why are we talking about that?
Because this is the anecdotes we
Because
want for
that's
the
the-
show, Rick.
It's the
Right.
game.
Rick, I'm going to ask you a question, right?
He's
You see,
drunk.
animals
This is
got
drunk, Rick.
you see, animal has got drumsticks, right?
Not at this
Substitute-
point, but yes, in the picture.
In the picture, substitute those for lightsabers. Who wins?
At this point, Snuffleupagus wins over Animal if those are lightsabers, because Animal cuts his own head off with lightsabers.
He doesn't
Animal
cut his
is
head
a
off with-
joke, and the fact that
He
he's in the
doesn't hit his
finals
head
is
with.
infuriating me.
Over fucking Fozzie Bear, go
And
fuck
Elmo.
yourself.
Rick,
I
I'm
tried to tell you
retracting-
that Fozzie Bear was going to beat Animal in the first round, so
No, he
we'll go fuck
doesn't.
myself.
No,
because
it's
I was high.
Fonzie Bear, remember?
No, I don't care, Fonzie. I prefer Fonzie.
I know.
Bird over animal.
It's been 2 hours.
Yes, bird over animal.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Bird is our Muppet Brawl champion.
Murderer.
Blah, 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 blah.
At the end of the day, it's Indiana Jones pulling out a gun in a sword fight.
Sure.
I was thinking more like Achilles versus
that
the
mean?
champion.
What
and
does
he just
that
kind of
even
stabs
mean?
him.
I mean, I like the take. I'm confused about it, but I like it.
I like it, Drew.
What
What
does
from
it-
Indiana
it.
Jones and the was it
That's the first one.
Temple? of-
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
There's been like
Where he
19 of them. Talk about sequels that don't have to happen.
It was on my
The
list.
iconic scene where the knife guy is like
Yeah.
flipping his swords all over the place, and
I
then
like
he
it.
just pulls out a gun and shoots the guy instead.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so niche. That was amazing.
It was not niche.
See, so Indiana Jones 1 through 3, they were all great. So those are awesome sequels, but then 4 and 5 didn't need to happen. So
Those don't exist. It's like the
Nice grubs.
it's like the Hulk that we don't talk about.
I love how they killed off Sheila Buff.
Mhm.
Kind of they're
That
like,
was
hey,
good.
this guy, this guy's taking over the torch. Oh no, the
R.I.P.
film was shit. Ah, he's dead. Yeah, he died in the war.
He did.
That's so sad.
Speaking
Well,
of
thank
dead
you.
things, it's time for last call.
So what? Hang on. What do we? Wait. Right. Give me some rules. I don't know what's going on.
So it's classic Jeopardy rules. So we have our categories: movies, animals, random facts, pop culture, cartoons. We will go with who I randomly select to start it. So you see at the score down here, we have Ben, Travis, Drew, and Jeff. Doesn't necessarily determine the order. And then so the rules are whoever goes first will pick a category and a volume or a number.
Point them out.
Yeah, point them out. Thank you, Drew.
Do you have to go lowest to highest, or can you just choose any amount?
You can
Any-
go any
any
amount.
random.
You can pick
Okay.
anywhere you want. And then the way you chime in, say your name, and I'll just say it. Drew will be our first person to pick the first category.
Heyo.
Picked at
Oh.
random. So Drew will pick category and the point value, and then I will select it. We will read the question, or I will read the question, and then you will chime in by saying your name. Whoever I hear first, I will give the answer to. I am not going to go with deducting points for the wrong answer on this
Awesome.
one, just because it's too much
Good.
effort for me at
Yeah.
this point in my night.
If instead of saying my name, I shout, does that mean that Travis?
Yep,
has
for
to,
you, Jeff, it will count.
Does he?
Okay.
I just figured Travis would have to.
Can
admit
we
his
all pick a
whole-
different swear word? I'm gonna go.
I'm okay with that if we establish
Is
that now.
Travis? Travis, do we get official ruling on this?
Jeff, are you saying that you say I answer, or that my swear word should be?
Well, no. If I say, I assume this whole sequence, this whole segment would be just omitted from the episode. But are you leaving it in if I shout?
I'll figure out a way to beep it.
I'll just say Jeff. It's fine. It's not as funny if you don't.
Okay, we'll go with
if I
names.
don't, if
I
if
want
don't
to,
ruin
but
the
I'm
whole
like-
thing.
I'm like,
No.
part of me's like,
Oh,
probably
maybe just-
not. Probably
maybe
not.
You've
just a
you've
little
ruined
bit
it
much
for me.
for
You've
my
ruined
audience.
it for me.
The
Yeah.
audience.
All right, gents, it's time. It's time for last call. Rick has another game of Jeopardy for us. Drew's gonna start us out by picking the
Ew.
first category and point them out. Take
Drew,
it away,
before
Drew.
you go,
Damn
before
it.
you go, let me read the categories for the audience. So we have movies, animals, random facts, pop culture, and cartoons. And Drew, you were randomly selected to go first. So go ahead and pick us a category.
We're gonna do animals for 300.
Animals for 300. So
Travis.
frogs.
Drew.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
Drew.
I don't know.
I think it was you
Sure,
or Ben. It was me or Ben.
Ben.
It was Drew.
I think it was Travis.
It was
If it
Drew.
was Travis or Ben, I heard Travis.
100% true.
Travis,
All right.
what do you got?
Go ahead, Travis.
I'm gonna say tadpoles.
That is correct.
Good job,
No,
Travis.
it's not. No, it's not. It's frog spawn.
That's fair.
We're not gonna get into the definition of when does life start. That is not this
Right.
podcast.
This is
right.
non-political.
Elementary.
Wait,
So
so we're not getting into what's actually correct. Okay,
Correct.
No, I get how this works. Cool.
Right.
Let's carry on.
Elementary answers.
that's right. Travis,
Adams.
your turn to pick the category.
Give me random facts for 100.
Random facts for 100. Here we go. What is the second most spoken language in the
Travis.
United
Ben.
States?
Andrew.
I heard Travis first.
Spanish.
That is correct.
I definitely heard my own name first.
Travis.
Random facts 200.
Random
This is a-
facts
this
for
is a
200.
flex.
Let me do this. What president is on a $20 bill?
Ben.
I heard Ben.
Thomas Jefferson.
Ooh, incorrect.
Travis.
I heard Travis.
I believe it's Andrew Jackson.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Ooh, nice.
Andrew Jackson.
Ben's never seen his $20 bill.
Travis.
I only deal in hundreds.
You only do
Benjamin-
100. I was gonna follow.
Benjamin
nice.
fucking Franklin. baby.
Random facts for 300.
Random facts for 300. Here we go. What
Yes.
state was Neil Armstrong from?
Oh, bollocks! I don't know this one.
Andrew.
I heard Drew.
Texas.
Incorrect.
I
Ben.
like that guess.
Ben. I heard Ben.
California.
Nope. Drew or Travis or Jeff, you want to guess? There's no
I'm gonna
wrong-
go Travis.
Travis.
Connecticut?
Incorrect.
Nah.
Jeff, you want to throw out a guess?
I got 47 to go, Jeff.
Right, hang on. What
How many
can
states
someone
do you know?
can someone
Alaska.
tell me states?
Alabama, Alaska. Da, 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 da.
That's right.
Try Oklahoma.
Ohio.
Ooh, is that your well done, Jeff? Ohio.
Wow.
No shit.
Oh,
Well
shit.
done.
Do you know what?
The
I
brick
didn't-
got that one.
I actually didn't know that was a
A
state.
state.
Yeah, no, neither do we.
But yeah, you said
not.
Ohio, so we figured you didn't
It's
know.
not a
There's
real
only,
Yeah.
there's only 10 people, and one of them is Neil Armstrong. So
No,
Jeff, yeah, you
So
have
good
control
at
of the
this
board.
last
So
time.
pick our next question.
can I go movies for 100, please, Rick?
You sure can. Movies for 100. The smelliest character in
Travis.
Lion
Ben.
King.
Andrew.
I heard Travis first.
That would be
that shit.
Pumbaa.
That is correct. Pumbaa. Travis, you
Ra-
have control of the board.
random facts 400.
Random facts 400. Is that what you said?
Yes, I did.
All right. True or false? This is dumb. Is it physically impossible for a pig to
Travis.
Truth.
sky? I heard Travis.
It is possible for a pig to look up in the sky, so that statement would be
That is correct.
false.
True.
Oh, true. Yeah, it is possible.
Oh, wait,
Uh,
no, he
Wait,
did
you
say
said
false.
false.
Jeff,
No,
He said
I
false.
got it
I,
wrong.
Put it on the
I'm tr-
record.
it was
Nope,
the
he
double
was going
negative.
Jeff. No,
on
you
the
did
I
not.
got it.
No, that's fair.
record.
I'm gonna give it
Did
to him.
not.
I'm gonna give it to him.
No,
I'm gonna give it to
No.
him.
Oh, this
Travis
Bullshit.
was saying that he
that
could
is
look up.
bullshit.
That's
I
not
got-
true.
Travis was confused. But I'm gonna give it to him. Travis, you have
That's
control.
a love connection.
Anger.
Random
So
facts
much anger.
500.
Random facts 500. Oh, this is stupid. Who wrote Romeo and Juliet?
Jeff,
Drew.
I heard Jeff.
thank you, William Shakespeare.
That is correct, Jeff. Way to represent.
It
As
is.
far as we know.
gonna say.
I met
That's
him
fair.
once. Cool guy.
Did you?
Loved his prostitutes.
Oh,
Yeah,
very nice.
yeah,
Jeff,
As,
your turn
as
to
we
pick.
all do. Movies for 200, please.
Ooh, movies for 200. Here we go. The color
Travis.
of the
Andrew.
Oh, wow. Okay, I heard Travis. Let me read the question. The color of the brick road in The Wizard of Oz.
That
Travis.
would be yellow.
Correct, Travis. Yellow.
Travis, honest answer. Did you say your name before you read the question?
No, I saw the color in Wizard of Oz. I didn't read the Brick Road part, and I just knew it was either going to be yellow or green. So,
or red ruby slippers.
No, it was going to be yellow.
Okay, so a quick recap. We random facts is complete. We have 2 from movies, 1 from animals, and the score is Ben 0, Travis at 1300, Drew 0, and Jeff at 800. Travis,
Ben,
you
you
have
just
control.
wanna go
You
to
have
the bar?
control.
Can
You have control of the
Yeah.
board, Travis.
Yeah, I do.
let's go movies 300.
Movies 300.
Jeff,
What? Okay, let me read the
Andrew.
question. Which movie franchise is well known for
Star
singing,
Wars.
May the Force be with you? Jeff
Stella.
says Star Wars.
so it's easy, isn't it, Travis?
That is correct.
I like the tactic. If you
So
just
that was a good tactic right there. Well done.
Not a bad
I
idea.
feel like we need some ground rules on that.
Well,
Jeff, you have control of the board.
I will take movies
Travis.
for 400, please. Jeff.
Oh, hold on.
Mm,
And here we
I
go.
hate this.
I
Andrew,
don't care.
What is the main character's
Ben.
name?
Eight.
I heard Ben. What is the name character's name in the original movie entitled Home Alone?
Kevin
Yeah.
McAllister.
Okay.
I mean, only if you assume that Kevin.
Oh, come on,
McAllister's
give me a
main
bonus
character.
100 for Kevin.
No, yeah,
McAllister.
I can't. It does its own score. Well done. Correct answer, Kevin McAllister. Ben, you have control of the board.
Rick, you need to gain some kind of order over this because we're all just going to shout our name before you've actually said. The
I mean,
question.
that's fine. If I need
Except,
to,
well, nobody
You're
did in
gonna-
the last
Hold
You're
one.
gonna
on.
game the system. It's fine.
if I need to, I can add a negative score. There's a negative button. So if we're going to start doing that, I will penalize for an incorrect answer.
Ooh.
So going forward,
That's what kicked my ass last time.
if that's what we're going with, we're about halfway through. We're a little less halfway. We will add the incorrect answer penalty. So quick score recap. Ben's at 400. Travis is at 13. Drew's at 0. Jeff is at
Hey.
1100. And Ben, you have control of the board. So go ahead and pick our next question.
All right. So if we guess wrong, we lose a point. per
Correct.
person.
Starting
Okay,
now, if you guess
Ah.
wrong, you lose points.
Good. Okay. Cartoons 400.
Cartoons
Ooh.
400. Here we go.
Sassy.
that's
In
100.
Looney
That's
Tunes.
100. So
What'd you say?
I
Travis.
said 400.
Oh, my
I
bad.
said
My fault.
400.
That's my fault. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, here we go. What is the name of the leader in
Ben.
Chief
Travis.
Show?
No
I heard
idea.
Ben.
Robin.
Ooh, Ben, well done. All right, Ben, you still have control of the board.
Pop culture 300.
Okay, pop culture 300 is what I heard.
Yeah.
C.
All right, here we go. What is this? What is
Andrew.
special-
Travis.
Okay, I heard Andrew. Still going to read the question. What is special about this sentence? The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dogs. Drew, what do you got?
I don't know how it's gonna word this, but it has one letter of every letter in the alphabet.
Yes, I'll give that to
Please.
you. It contains every letter of the English alphabet. The fact
Well
that you do
done,
that,
Drew. Look
I'm
at
very
see that
impressed.
you got the most intellectual question correct.
Well, I've gotten
So-
all of the random facts ones.
Oh, shut up. This is ridiculous.
This
Well,
was
we were
educa-
just
this was
brute forcing
education.
Brute forcing the.
But I
the
really
fact
did
that
know
Dr-
the answer.
The fact that
Oh.
Drew knew how to say that, I almost
I
want
knew
to give
that.
it this points.
Look, as
I mean, if
an
you want to
Engli-
give me
as
extra
an
points,
English
I'm gonna take it.
as
Alright.
an Englishman with a superior educational system as America, I appreciate what Drew did there, and I
Yes.
think he should be commended.
Agreed.
Give him an
So
extra
was-
100 points.
What's our next answer or question?
Let's go. Cartoons for 100.
Cartoons for 100.
Travis.
That's-
Drew.
Okay, I heard Travis. In Looney Tunes, what type of animals are the characters Tom and
right,
Jerry?
Rick. We need to get some kind
Well,
of
no,
control
we
over
we
this.
already saw that one.
We saw the.
He
I picked it because
accidentally
we
said-
saw the.
Yeah, that's
saw the
that's a
question already.
that's a cat and mouse, Rick.
Okay, Cat. Oh, can I get who is who?
Tom is the cat and Jerry is the mouse.
All right, there you go. Tom is
That
the cat.
that would have been controversial if you didn't know that.
That's fair. I only know it because it's Tom Cat.
Yes, that was host error. I
Wait,
And we
wait, hang on,
wait,
hang on.
that can't be the only
Whoa.
reason why you know that.
Yeah. What's the only reason you know Tom and Jerry?
Well, I mean, I've
Is-
seen the show plenty of times, but they don't really
Okay.
meant that they Tom and Jerry don't speak. They don't like say their names often in the show.
It's also true.
Like occasionally maybe the adult will say like, "Oh, come here, Tom," but like the reason I believe his name is Tom is it came from Tomcat.
Because this is Tomcat.
That
was a lot more.
That's mental.
Travis,
Like-
after that uncalled for explanation, I'm going to need you to pick the next category.
I think
I don't think it was uncalled for, actually, Rick.
It was actually called for.
It's called for.
Give me
I'm good with it, Jeff. I'm good with
I
Jeff.
disagree with you, Rick.
cartoons for 200.
Cartoons for 200. 200? So I don't pick the
200.
wrong category this time. According to Disney,
Jeff!
I heard Jeff. According to Disney, if Mickey is a mouse, Donald is a duck, and Pluto is a dog, then what is Goofy? Jeff.
Goofy's he's a dog.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Well done, Jeff. All right.
I like the question, though, because it's
3:30
obviously-
a.m. my ass.
It's implying...
It makes you think,
That's-
is Goofy a dog?
It's a good question because, you know,
Because Pluto's
obviously
also a dog.
Pluto- But the
He's
real
the son of Goofy.
question is why does Goofy talk and Pluto doesn't?
That is a good question. So the categories
Topic
remaining
idea.
are movies, animals, pop culture, and cartoons. Jeff, you have
Rick,
control of the
I'm
board.
going to take movies for 500, and I'd like to follow that up by saying Jeff.
All right, here I haven't clicked on it yet. So
Wait,
you can
don't
do
read
it
it.
Okay.
Don't read it.
Drew.
Jeff.
I heard Drew. And
No,
what
you didn't. What is this?
Ben.
It's not the goddamn Civil War, Rick.
Rick,
It's not. The redcoats aren't coming for
He
you, mate.
clicked on it,
Rick,
and I
You're
said my
allowed-
name.
You're allowed
In
to let
what
the Brit-
science
Ben.
fiction movie
This
does
is-
the story
this is
take
Ben.
place
guys.
on a fictional planet called Pandora?
Rick.
Drew.
Avatar.
Well done, Drew.
These are all 100s, FYI. Just
Hey man, I didn't make this.
I'm not blaming you. No. I mean,
I'm blaming
the setup-
Rick.
loving the
I'm-
setup on this. I will say
Drew.
though, Rick, the last one you did was very well. Like,
The last one was much better. I agree.
yeah.
Let's go
Drew.
Wait.
pop culture
Hang
for
on,
200.
hang on. You're making it, Ben. You're making it out like I'm the problem. The last one was
No.
great, but do you know what? This time we got Jeff. So it's
You know
not
what? The
great.
next time
Hey,
I
hey,
will
Jeff,
pick one.
Jeff, I didn't say that. You did. I
We'll
did not
vet
say
it.
that.
We'll vet it a little bit.
Right. Okay. I'll take animals for 100. No, it's not.
Wait,
me, is it?
I think
Okay,
Drew-
carry on.
That's mine.
Drew is the pick, and next time I will pick a school with the random teachers, and we will fumble through it.
Actually, I
Drew.
would love that.
You have control.
Pop
of the
culture
board.
for 200.
Travis.
It's,
For
it's so
200.
late here. It's
Oh,
so
this is
late.
all right.
You took a nap.
Here we go. Who is Jaden Travis
Ben.
Kelce? I heard Travis.
Taylor Swift.
Well done, Travis.
He was just reading the question. He didn't say his name.
Yeah, you're right.
Who is dating? Who's Travis? Oh, is this the whole Super Bowl thing that's been going
Yeah,
on? That people are
Travis.
so
Yeah.
they're so
have control of
angry
the
that
board.
Taylor Swift.
Cartoons for 300.
What is the name of Peppa Pig's little
I actually
brother?
don't know.
Oh,
this.
fuck
Jeff.
if I know.
Jeff.
Go.
Jeff.
I heard Jeff.
Jeff. You're the one that knows.
George.
That's
Well
right.
done,
That is
Jeff.
right. Yep.
Proud of you, Jeff. Way to have kids.
All right, here we
Well
go.
done.
So, quick score recap: Ben at
George.
800, Travis at 1600, Drew's at 800, and Jeff at 1600.
Finally,
Jeff,
level.
you have control of the board.
Ah, shit, my eyes are burning. Do you know what? Because no one seems to care about it. Let's
There's
go
an antibiotic
animals
for that.
for animals for 100.
Animals for 100.
Oh, sorry, Rick.
What is a female chicken?
Andrew.
Jeff.
Chicken.
I heard Drew.
No, you
Ben.
fucking
Ben.
didn't, Rick. Is it because of the pedo joke?
It
And
is not necessarily because of that. Drew, what was your answer again?
A hen.
Okay,
it's
what
not-
is it?
But it's not because of that. Okay,
Right.
I
It's
I
not,
apologize.
but it's not necessarily because of it. Drew, well done.
I
He is the correct answer.
apologize. for
Drew,
the
control
pedo
the
joke.
board.
I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer before this segment. Turn
Animals
down
for
your volume.
200.
Right.
Correct.
All right, here we go.
Andrew.
What I heard Andrew, but I'm
Ben.
gonna read the question. What food compromises 99% of a giant panda's diet? Drew.
Drew, the question wasn't even up yet, so give it to Ben because the question.
I
was up
actually
when
saw
said
it.
I heard
Jeff?
Drew.
That would be bamboo.
Done, Drew. It is bamboo.
Eucalyptus.
Actually, it's tequila.
That's koalas.
Hey, I'm just
I know.
going. We're going with the board. Drew, you have control of the board.
Tequilas, they love tequila.
Animals for 400.
All right, animals 400. Here we go. How many
Travis.
bones do sharks have? I
Oh,
heard Travis.
You're about to lose some points.
minus points. Yeah.
Yeah,
And Andrew for number
minus points.
I'm here for it. If I get negative points, that's fine. I'm gonna say 0.
Ooh, Travis, well done. 0.
Yes! Man, I'm
Good
good.
job.
Sharks do not
Travis.
have any
Good
bones.
job.
They're made up of cartilage, according
That-
to this random trivia
Question.
Jeopardy
That's
website.
ridiculous.
That has been the most
It's true.
impressive part of the last 4
All right,
hours.
What's the
So quick
We
score
haven't been
recap
recording
before
for-
Travis
folks.
goes. Ben has 800. Travis is at 2,000. Drew's at 1,100. Jeff is at 1,600. We have 5 selections left. Travis, you have control of the board.
Pop culture 100?
Pop culture 100. Who is considered the king of rock?
Andrew.
Travis.
Ben.
Jeff.
I heard Drew.
Yeah, it was true.
Elvis.
Well done, Drew.
Elvis what?
Elvis what?
All right, we all. I'm willing to give him that.
Costello.
Elvis Costello.
Drew with 100 points there. Drew, you got control of the board.
Let's round it up. Pop culture 400.
Ooh, this will be a good one.
Leave all those 500s.
In what year did Disney and Pixar?
Ooh.
Andrew.
I heard Drew.
2000.
Jeff after.
And
I thought you'd frozen then, Drew.
8.
Incorrect, Drew.
Fuck.
Womp womp.
Jeff, did I hear?
I
I have
would
no
like
idea.
to say 2011.
Ooh, incorrect.
Don't you fucking give me minus points.
Drew got minus
I'm-
points too. Ben or
I'm not gonna.
sorry.
I'm not
Ben
gonna
or
guess,
Travis?
and
I don't know.
nope, not gonna guess, and I'm not gonna search.
Can I guess for
so.
funsies without points?
You can guess for funsies if you agree that you if you get
Yeah,
it right,
I won't
you
get
no
points.
Yeah,
if I-
yeah.
Okay,
I'll
so
guess
Ben
for
and Drew
funsies.
or Ben and
Yeah.
Travis are out. Okay.
Yeah. I would say it's like 2005.
Okay. Ben, do you have a guess?
Yeah, I do. I think it's actually a little bit later than that. I'm gonna say 2013.
2006.
Oh.
Oh,
Goodness.
that's,
Drew, did
And
you
I
pick
went
that
8.
category or was
no,
it Jeff?
I picked it.
Okay.
I love
Drew,
that's the most
you s-
controversial thing that's happened this evening.
Oh, that's the hardest question so far.
That was a
Yeah.
You know what? I like the fact that none of us are
Specific
cheating, though.
question.
That makes me happy. I'm
Drew,
very
you still
happy.
have control of the board.
Let's go animals 500.
Animals for 500. I hate these questions. True or false? A whale shark is a
Travis.
mammal.
Drew.
I heard Travis.
Oh,
That is false.
Well done, Travis.
Oh, I was gonna go 7.
It is a fish. I
just so you know, Trev, I've got lots of shark-based films that you need to watch if you.
Yeah,
I've
we are
seen-
well
do.
aware.
I've seen
Okay.
every Sharknado.
Travis.
No, I've got more.
Give me pop culture for 500.
Pop culture for 500.
Jeff,
How many Harry Potter books and how many
Travis.
movies are there? I heard
right?
Jeff
So
first.
there's 7 books, 8 movies.
Well done, Jeff.
Thank you.
7 books and 8 movies is correct.
I mean, that's 2 questions. That's double points, right?
Okay, so we have the last question here. The only selection remaining on the board is cartoons for 500. Before I click on it, quick score recap. Ben at 800
I would
Travis.
like movies for 100, please.
at 2,500. Drew's at 800 and Jeff at 1,700. So here we go for cartoons for 500. What was the name of the boy?
Jeff.
Andrew.
Woody and
Ben.
Buzz in Toy Story. I heard Jeff first.
Oh, hang on.
Ooh,
Andy.
Andy.
Well done. It is
Gotta
indeed
find Andy.
Andy.
How's that a 500?
Do you know what? For some reason, my initial thought was Phil. I don't know why. That's a completely different film. If Phil owns Woody and Buzz.
I like it. Well, there we go. So that was a terrible Jeopardy round. The next time I will validate
loved
questions
it.
better. But Travis wins with a 2,500 score. Jeff comes in a close second with 2,200, and Drew and Ben tie at a distant third with 800.
Right. Can I say that I appreciate the effort you put in? I thought the questions were great. Maybe
Zero
there's-
effort. You're welcome.
No. Maybe there's some structural changes that needs, just for as part of the rules. But I thought that was a lot of fun. I liked
The
it.
next time we will include the negative score from the beginning because I think that adds a little flavor to it.
And also, if we could stay away from the US UK bias, that'd be fantastic.
Oh,
Jeff,
that was unintentional.
I don't think it was. Maybe it's the accent didn't quite come through at the microphone. Who knows?
Jeff,
But
I got a question for you because I'm
I'm
so
not competitive, Ben. Carry on.
No, that's fine. I'm so intrigued by how you respond to questions. Like, tell me a little bit more about your podcast.
Well, thank you for asking, Ben.
Are you taking my job right now, Ben?
No. This is not official. Like I'm the only reason I'm asking is I'm taking the next month off from work and I'm gonna have a little bit of downtime. I'm curious what your podcast is more about because
you should just go
Because
on a show.
you may consider coming on.
Yeah, if you'd have me, but I want to know.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
I don't know much about yours.
So basically, the podcast is people. So guests come on, and I've had authors and directors and podcasters and artists and all these people, and ultimately they want to sell something, right? But what we do is a bit different. So it's not an interview format. A guest comes on with someone that annoys them, and we talk it through. And the only caveat is at the end, it's got to be made better. And as an example, we've had I've had someone come and talk about Marvel movies and how they'd make Marvel movies better. About how love triangles in literature, but also, Travis, you've come on and spoke about kind of staged family photographs, and today we recorded about I can't remember. It was
the clutter. The clutter.
Oh yeah, clutter.
Oh,
it was terrible.
yeah.
It was fucking terrible.
I had a terrible experience.
It was awful, but also I've had people come and talk about. So I've had I've had veterans come on and talk about PTSD, and people come on about chronic shyness and cancer, and it's literally a case where if you've got something, it doesn't matter how small or how big it is as part of your life, you come on, you talk about it for about, I don't know, half an hour, and we laugh, we cry, we spread. Just you're talking the shit with someone that you don't really know, so it's easier to open it up. That's what I find. That's what I love about it is that people just open up and they're really honest, and they talk about things they necessarily wouldn't talk about with people they're close to or usually can. But if you're prepared to moan about it, you got to be prepared to make it better. And sometimes, as Travis and Rick will kind of adjust to, is that it can be something which is maybe in the realms of possibility, but also it could be completely kind of fantasy. And
I wanted to send all of the clutter on a rocket into space and crash into Jupiter.
Yeah.
So Jeff, if I wanted to make hot tubbing better, I could talk about that.
Yeah. Hot tubbing's fine.
Like you did that explicitly to trigger Rick, and your reaction, Rick, was phenomenal.
Is Rick a fan of hot tubbing or not a fan of hot tubbing?
He just doesn't think it should be considered a hobby.
I consider it a hobby.
I doubt
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank
you, Jeff.
Hot tubbing.
I dabble in hot tubbing.
Hang on, hot tubbing as a hobby.
Yeah, that was my and Rick's reaction.
It's outside the normal range of what people do. I learn about it and I spend my downtime doing it when most people don't. It's a hobby.
But I
look up the definition of a hobby.
We haven't defined hobby.
That's a future topic. Is defining a hobby.
I have a quick question.
But that's just one thing. I actually am very intrigued by the premise of your show overall, Jeff.
You're saying
that show.
You spend more time in a hot tub in your downtime over the average Joe, is what I heard from what you just said.
Yeah, because the average Joe doesn't have a hot tub.
Do you have a hot tub?
I do.
Ben, if you want to come on and talk about the stigma around that, I think it's probably only Rick has created that, and myself actually, the stigma
me.
that
I don't.
Life has created that. First off,
is hot tubbing? Is that a phrase? I don't think it's an actual. Hey, I'm going to go hot tubbing. That's not a thing.
It could be.
Yeah.
If
Why
Ben's
not?
got his way. But no, Ben, if you want to come on and you want to say, look, hot tubbing, like, I don't know,
It was just an example to get a rise out of Rick and Travis,
sure.
honestly. But no, the premise overall of your show, Jeff, is extremely intriguing.
Dude, look, Travis has got my number.
True.
I'll
I send
share
him
it,
dick
but
pics all the time.
do you know
Nice.
what? It's just an
Thank
obscene amount.
thank
And
you for
half of
not sharing.
Do I have to pay
do you
extra
know,
because
no,
it's overseas?
No,
the
what's
the
up, dude?
the
Go on.
the most concerning thing is I'm pretty sure most of the pics are from Rick.
Yeah,
But he
well,
sent them to Travis, and
yeah, we
Travis has
know
just
that.
forwarded them
Yeah.
on.
Well, I am Jewish, so
Um, guys, I can tell yours from a mile off. Look, you guys, you are more than welcome on. It is so. It's anything you want it to be. It's. I mean, Travis and Rick, they'll say it's a conversation, and we just talk. I mean, Travis, we recorded earlier today for about clutter, just clutter in the home, and my God, where
it was
I
so
was
funny.
meant
It was
I
hilarious.
was
It was
mentally
yeah.
exhausted. I had an hour nap because
I wanted
because
to.
it was just where what the realms of possibility. But yeah, it can be serious, it can be not serious. It's always fun. But you guys are and seriously, I've always said I listen to two podcasts, always Sunny in Philadelphia and the Bar Banter podcast. Those are the only two I listen to. So any of you guys are welcome on at literally any time. But I swear to God, I will fucking make you get up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I was on at 8. I was on eight
Yeah,
o'clock, right,
no,
almost right
actually,
on time.
and actually, no, I take that back. I would accommodate to you guys, because I'm nicer than Travis's.
That's fair. I have to get all these Yahoos
Hey,
in
Look,
line.
I'll start
guys.
drinking. I'll start drinking at 6:30 in the morning. Just ask.
But seriously, guys, reach out, whether it's grabbing the number from Travis or Twitter or what Facebook. I'm open.
Jeff and I are
Just
friends on
find
Facebook.
me. Um, yeah, I'd love to have all you guys on, and we can do singles, doubles, triples. I can take you all.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah, you can.
impressive.
Yeah, you can. Anyway,
I knew
Jeff,
it'd be Drew who would get the ooh.
Jeff,
Oh,
you
are we getting
you
kicked out of the bar?
yeah, you've already done a recap of your podcast again, so I'll just use that to close out
Don't
the
maybe less of
episode.
the sexual innuendo
Yeah,
at the
I'll
end.
clean it up. It'll be fine. For those of you who are still listening, follow us on. Oh wait, Jeff, where can people find you? Let's add that in real quick.
Well, apparently at 24 in the morning, they can find me here talking to you guys.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, there's the Jeff Shows of Friends Make a Better podcast on YouTube. There's the Facebook page, pretty much like huge Instagram and Twitter and places. It's at Better with Jeff, which I do appreciate. Sounds like some kind of weird dating site, but it's not. It is me. Instagram has a lot of stuff with my dog. He's a rescue, and he's probably the saddest thing that's ever existed. And I hate him, but also love him. Um, and yeah, you can find new content. There's something new coming, and this is the first thing that's been recorded since my own recording that's announcing this. There's a Jeff Flicks coming, which is basically going to be some short things on YouTube, which is yeah, we aim to make things better. And yeah, some things are in the realms of possibility, some things aren't. But those things that are in the realms of possibility, we're going to put to a test to see if they can actually be made better, and make little videos and just see if people enjoy them. Because that it's all about making the world a little bit of a happier place. And if we can bring some joy, then we can. And that's it, I guess.
I love it.
And it's been a pleasure coming on with you guys, even if you hate the British. I'm actually doing a live event at the Portsmouth Guild Hall for the podcast.
Mhm.
So if anyone fancies traveling over from America to come to Portsmouth Guildhall on the 11th and 12th of May. There's going to be live episodes of Geoff Jones and Friends Make a Bit of Podcast, and hopefully more to come as well. But yeah, and you guys always welcome, very, very welcome to come on as much as you like, because it's nice hearing people who, your guys, your podcast is fantastic. I love your banter. You every time, even after last time, when the red wine had kicked in, you guys have still welcomed me back on, and love you guys, and you're always welcome on my podcast.
Love you, Geoff. And I love our listener who should follow us on all the social media.
You're a great listener.
The _bar banter. New episodes every Wednesday. Like and subscribe. What else am I supposed to say at the end of this?
I'm the Spike in the UK. That's what I am.
This is our podcast. You're just along for the ride. Okay, bye. Oh yeah,
thank you.
Click the link.
Don't go anywhere.
UPS driver.
Thanks, Geoff.
I need
bye.
a pee. I need a wee.